Hi, welcome to Sunnyside Horse Training. My name is Christina Bailey, and I specialize in starting, problem solving, and horsemanship coaching. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite topics as far as riding. We're going to talk about the importance of teaching your horse how to carry itself with its head in a relaxed, neutral position. I look for approximately poll even with the wither, and the horse's nose should not be behind vertical. It should be no further tucked in than vertical. And oftentimes I like to see the nose pushed out beyond the vertical line outward, especially in young horses. Today I am using a horse in training here. Her name is Zimmy. She is a Holsteiner, as an example of what I like to look for and why. Background that I've known about Zimmy is she used to be a jumper, and she has developed hock problems, and now they are wanting to be able to use her as a trail horse. But she's very tense and she is very nervous and she spooks at a lot of things. So we are working on getting her to settle and calm so that she's able to trail ride without, freaking out and dumping somebody. So the head position actually does help with calmness, and we will get into detail on that as well. So here in this picture of me riding Zimmy, you can see how high-headed she is. You can see the break in the poll. Her nose is in front of the vertical, but she is so tight in the throat latch, her head can't move softly. She is also very hollow-backed, which puts all of my weight straight onto her spine, which will cause her to develop back soreness. And because her head is up and her back is hollow, her hind end can't reach under her effectively, which causes her hind end to bounce upward instead of reaching down and under, which actually is affecting my position, because when her hind end bounces upward, it pitches me forward in the saddle. So you can see how forward my position is there, which actually causes my legs to fall backwards, and my leg is slightly further back than where it needs to be because my shoulders are pitched forward. So in this picture of Zimmy, it's the same ride, same day. And here I actually lengthened my reins several inches. It allowed her to lower her head and move more freely. She still is sucking back off the bit more than I would like, but that's going to take a while for her to relax and reach calmly for it. And as you can see, her back isn't as hollowed. She's carrying me with her muscles. And her hind end is reaching down and underneath her instead of bouncing up behind me. You can see my shoulders are further back, my leg is under me better, and my position is altered because she's no longer bouncing me around in the saddle. So head position, I mentioned, affects calmness. If your horse is physically tense and tight underneath you and upright, it's going to cause their mind to be naturally more tense because their body is. When you teach a horse's body to relax and carry itself nicely, you can also help the mind to relax if it's done in a gentle and calm way. Teaching a horse cues, which I have already done a couple of videos about how to teach your horse to lower its head, will help them to refocus on you and help them to calm down when in a tense situation. So here you can see the pictures side by side of Zimmy. And remember, this is the same day, same ride. And You can see the difference in how relaxed she looks just in the two pictures. Her mind is in a totally different spot. And when you go ride your horse, be aware of where your horse's body is physically, because that's going to help them mentally. And it will improve your rides by having a relaxed horse underneath you. If you're riding your horse tense and tight all the time, they're not going to enjoy working and coming out for you. And it's going to cause physical and mental stress. So just be aware of that when you're riding. And if you have any questions, shoot me a message, and I will see you next time.